we're essentially a consumer marketplace that aggregates all of the scheduling availability in the market area for service appointments, and we present them and allow a consumer to book them in real time and push them automatically into the DMF and into the different schedulers so that the dealerships don't have to do any extra steps. It's not a lead form. The consumers don't have to call. They don't have to go to multiple sites to try to find something that fits in their schedule.
What exactly do you do there as president of the company?
All the things. Uh, I am over product strategy, consumer experience, marketing, looking at like investments. I think when you're more of a startup, you're all things to everyone until you grow those things out. So my current focus obviously is for the consumer and the product strategy along with like the investor side.
So what was the challenge that you were facing in terms of product engineering, talent sourcing, that kind of stuff?
There wasn't a challenge. I just wanted to work with Matt because of his background and his knowledge of the industry. And I didn't have the ability to have like my own in-house CTO and team. And so I knew that with his pedigree and background and other members of the full scale team, that some of what I didn't have, I had confidence in the team on the other side that I would be led in the right direction.
So how big is the team complement now from Full Scale with you guys?
So we've got, right now we've got 2 developers, a QA person, and then we've got product/project. And so I think what kind of shifted with us and what we've been trying to figure out that's different from last year to this year, the skill set that I need today is not the same that it was yesterday. And I think if you're looking for a good plug on different sourcing, I had a thought. Because the world is shifting so much, investing full-time skill sets that may not be the same that's needed in 6 months is really hard right now. And I think that Full Scale offers, and companies like that offer the opportunity to figure out where it is before and make those shifts in a way that is cost effective and mutually beneficial on both sides without having to have this legacy headcount that may be irrelevant next year.
Yeah.
And I mean that respectfully. Like, I think this time last year, I was looking at maybe needing 15, 20 people for things that I don't. I'm still going to need those people, but I can get different people now because we have the ability to code with better tools.
So Full Scale helps you to bridge that gap as these skills
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, because I think the tools have been such a focus. And like, I think Matt, you guys and your Rachel and everyone got in front of that. And I think everyone's taken, like everyone on our team, I have development plans, just so you know, with every one of the sales team members. So I know what they're doing on their development team and their stuff. And then we do development programs based off of what they're trying to do too and what our goals are. So like as an example, Iverson is one of our developers. He loves the back end. He loves security. And so he's very interested in the AI tools as it relates to those types of things. Whereas Jude loves the people management. And as we grow our team, he loves back end too, but like he's doing more QA type tools and like, how do you distribute that? So like and I don't think I would have the ability to do some of those things if we weren't all trying to create tools and if Full Scale didn't really take such a huge lead in trying to champion that. And that's a huge value because I think when you're running a company and you're trying to get stuff done and you're trying to be the expert, right? You also can't be the expert on things outside of that. And so you hope that those resources that you leverage bring some of those things to the table. And it's been a great partnership because I think Full Scale put at that moment.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk a little bit about operational fit, integration, communication, time zones, and stuff like that. So how does the Full Scale team fit into your day to day?
Right now, I meet with the team like the first half of the day. So they've got coding time before I start, and then we've got overlap, and then I continue on and prep for stuff the next day. When we go live, we'll have different coverage, and I think that's what we're trying to figure out to get this 24-hour. What is that going to look like, and what's that headcount need to be?
Obviously, the Philippines is a very unique culture. So when you think about culture fit within your business, can you describe to what extent you feel that they're a good fit culturally for your business?
Well, I don't think from a cultural perspective, I lead with any of that, if I'm being candid. I don't think I think about there's cultural differences or there's any difference. I think that everybody that we work with is incredibly bright, smart, talented. I think they're eager. And I think that my experience with the team members is a desire to want to win and a desire to want to do better and please. I think that it's been a great fit. They're still part of our team. I don't see them any differently and they're committed just like everyone else. And so I think over time, those things disappear.
What has been the biggest surprise for you working with Full Scale?
I think the biggest surprise and just kind of working with the team is the ability to grow together. And I think once we got past like the eager to please and saying, here's what I need instead, I think that we've been able to grow exponentially. And I think I've had more visibility into some of the actual developer pain points that team members go through working at Full Scale than I've ever had the ability to have visibility working at some other companies in the past. Because I think you have so many different layers that you don't see some of that process. You end up seeing the end point, especially when you're the senior executive. Like I see the sprint reviews, right? I don't see all the other things that go on in between some of those disconnects. So I think it's made me a better leader.
Who would you recommend Full Scale to and why?
Everyone. Why would you not?